Listen, it's not just about the money. It's not about the money anymore. It's about the love of the game.
If you would have told me at 13 that I'd be a professional poker player, I'd probably laugh. But if I had to pick a player to model myself after, it would probably be Dan Jungleman Cates. He is living the poker dream, and it reminds me of what I love about the poker room. When I lived in New York State, my friends and I snowboarded often. We loved how free you were to dress however you wanted to on the mountain. Wanted to create your own 80s day theme between you and your friends? Go for it. Wanted to wear a Halloween costume in January? Sure. How about boarding in a Bill Clinton mask on President's Day? Absolutely. Once, at Heavenly Resort in Lake Tahoe, California, I witnessed a group of dudes snowboarding with their pants around their ankles going full tilt while trying to keep their beer full. Yes, the stunt from the opening scene of the movie Out Cold. They did that. No ski patrol following, no shaking fists, just some curious looks and a lot of laughter. Then at some point, we started to grow up. We took less trips to the resort. Some quit altogether. We had jobs, responsibilities. By the time I started playing poker full time, I had forgotten about the creativity that came with snowboarding. We were among people we trusted, looking silly and being vulnerable to the mountain conditions of the East Coast. Which is why I love when an elite competitor like Jungleman dresses like the macho man Randy Savage and puts on a show.
I'm here with the winner, Dan Cates. Not only have you won $1.4 million in your second World Series of Poker bracelet, but you have won the same event in back-to-back years. Tell me, how on earth are you feeling?
It wasn't about the money. It was about the love of the game.
Now, obviously, a lot has been about the theatrics, the outfits, the voice, but deep down, how does it feel to clinch such a special tournament 2 years in a row?
Well, as I was saying, I challenged the whole world to come and take the title from me, from Macho Man Dan. And I told them they didn't stand a chance. And you know what? I was ready. I was ready for the trash to come, and I was ready to take it out. Macho Man Dan. Okay, so listen. This guy Yuri, he was from Brazil, right? He's from Brazil. Brazil's a pretty badass place, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty tough place. He threw some tough moves, I'm not gonna lie. He fought very valiantly. Many times I thought I'd had this dude, Macho Man Dan, had this dude against the pack. Imagine. Macho Man Dan, this guy on the back, and I'm just pounding, going like this. I'm throwing punches and all my best moves, and he just keeps bouncing back like some kind of Brazilian panther. He fought very valiantly, played very well, but in the end, he was no match.
Some players wait their whole lives to fire a big tournament. They take PTO, travel across the country, wake up early and try and do all the things to put them in a good frame of mind to compete. Here comes Jungleman wearing a freaking Halloween costume. It's an incredible contrast.
I call.
Wait, is that me?
I call in the dark.
You cannot back out of turn like that, bro.
I bet.
Cates is
I can't.
he's trying to get this 100K in, but so far no one's allowing it.
I have a pair.
In an industry where isolation and depression are an issue, I look to players like Jungleman as a beacon of what's possible. You can compete at the highest level and still be a goof. You can be well-respected and create alternative personas to break up the monotony. Jungleman was a high school principal. I wonder what kind of themed days he'd come up with. If poker has been feeling like a grind lately, consider this your call to action. Wear something silly. Be a bit of a goof.
I used to party with this guy who once told me, Van, don't take life too seriously, you'll never get out alive.
And if you got some value from this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing for more, and click this video to see Nick Airball manipulate an entire table while he's sleep deprived. It's a goodie.